starting actually. I have all my stuff. Oh, I don't know if it's starting actually. I have all my stuff. Oh, there we go. I don't know if it's starting actually. I have all my stuff. Oh, there we go. I don't know if it's starting actually. I have all my stuff. Oh, there we go. I don't know if it's starting actually. I have all my stuff. Oh, there we go. I don't know if it's starting actually. I have all my stuff. Oh. All right, that can stop. Open up my editor again. Where's it at? The live still. Cool. How did I get out of this thing? Please just give me my layout. Oh my. There we go. Okay. Welcome. Welcome back. We're finishing off where we left off. Last time we were here, we were soldering. Just so we caught up on speed. Octocoupler, 2 independent circuits. This is the ground here. They're both connected to 5 volts. I got to plug it in. My fault. We just do that now. Make sure it works properly. See, it works. I could change the voltage to this one to 3.3. Since they're both independent, it still works. So last thing we're doing is the soldering part, which has taken a while. I just got out of work. It was a funny day at work, honestly. Was closing. Uh, did not. I would say I did not quite finish my job. A little bit. I forgot that I restocked on something, and the box was empty. I already clocked out, and my coworker's like, "Yeah, leave it be for tomorrow." I go in tomorrow, so it's gonna be funny to see in the group chat. Um, but no, right now we're going back where we started. We're using this here as um, our diagram reference point, so we just know like how the PCB is supposed to come out. We don't add the resistor ended up on the back side. I forgot it was I had through point holes. It started on. It works. All right, it is there. Okay. That's reality number one. As long as it's there, we're chill. All right, we're chill. Okay, so um, back to the main thing. I gotta get the other resistor for pin 3. No, it's pin 2. Um, if anything, if y'all know anything about soldering, uh, it's ass. I'm not supposed to swear. I think. I don't think. Keyword is I don't think. Um, but no. As we were discussing before, we were discussing realistically about anything, almost anything. Not having a set topic. Does it hurt? Probably, but nobody really got time for a set topic sometimes. I did take a melatonin before I started the stream because I need to be able to, I have a very bad inability of sleeping. Um, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna get my caffeine though. I love energy drinks. Red Bull, Monster, they're my go-to. Uh, Not having one, it makes me a bit cranky. I can't front. Like how people like need their coffee to start the day. I need my Red Bull or Monster. It's a necessity that I just realistically choose not to. I just cannot do it without. Um, but on top of that, um, work was funny today. I'm not gonna lie. I was only there for like 4 hours. Um, I went in early. Went in for the bread. You just gotta you gotta do what you gotta do when you're not financially stable. When you're not like financially stable, or you know that you have to make bread. You do what you gotta do. I had a fun time. No, I can't lie. It was funny. Um, being naturally gifted, it helps. But also with that, I feel like we do kind of underestimate I also forgot to plug in the solder iron. Um, we do underestimate just how bad uh, neurodivergence is. What I mean by that is we always say, we say that like be autistic or having ADHD. The person is like cheat is like a cheat code. It's like you could do many things. You guys do many things at once. You remember stuff. You just also just kind of do stuff on the side where you just kind of taking notes on almost anything and everything. You know, and yes, we could say it's a cheat code, but at the same time, it's very impactful on the person. It's not great for the person, I will say. I can't say the plug. It's dark. There we go. It's not great on the person either. As you have that. Ooh, that was terrible. You have that emotional deregulate. The emotional regulation is in there. Focus is in there. You tend to forget things a lot more often. Emotionally, it can vary. You could go from having a really great time mentally, and then you kind of just start like getting into your head, but also you kind of start using like you start creating evidence because of stuff that you did before, but you don't take into account what you're doing now. Like as an example, doing me being in school, not feeling like I was, truly learning because of how what I was going through. Um, being a late diagnosed, I found out at 20. It's been helpful, but at the same time, it does kind of also begs more questions. It makes you feel like you have to. It's just like you have to essentially relearn yourself, and that can create complications in itself if you don't have a good support system. Um, Not having a good support system is needed. Uh, we talked about how being autistic or ADHD, well, autism, um, more often. We say autism lies on a spectrum. There's level one where you're not quote so you're not severe enough. There's level two where you're moderate, and level three is you're vastly severe. You can't do a lot on your own, and a lot of things as well is not covered in the DSM-5. We know that I don't know if it's really known, but we know that when it came to um being neurodivergent, those systems were in place. It was like it's never known. It's not like it's new. People chose to ignore it, or back in like 1980s, maybe before then too. If a child was not like doing normal things, they it was very hard on the parent. The parent would judge the child. The people would judge the child, and then you just kind of ostracize the child, right? Because they're not doing things that they would particularly do. Um, Maybe want to be by themselves. Maybe talk too much. Uh, knows things. Grows like being neurodivergent. You grow up a lot faster. You're more prone to abuse. You're more prone to. Um, I can't say that. Like okay, it's not the. You're more prone to a lot of things. Like I can't say it because I'm streaming, but we know like when things get bad mentally, people will you know um it could get bad for a person. Um, we don't take it seriously enough. That's and it's disheartening to say the least. Especially as we go into a new generation, as we dealing with the same stuff as we deal with now. And I think that's my biggest issue. I'm waiting for the starter iron to heat up, but it's another big issue. I feel like a lot of things that we bickering about. Oh, is it really that important? Should it not be helping the next generation? Our little brothers, our little sisters, our children. Should we not have it to where we're doing something we're able to help them, where they don't have to feel like, yeah, guys, the job market for them 10 times worse than it is now, right? we're seeing it now affect us. You can't go out and realistically get a job unless you know somebody on the inside. Your skills themselves don't carry you anymore. You have too much going on, and it's terrifying to have a little brother, little sister, whatever, and you're just like, yeah, it doesn't matter that much, and it bothers me. I'll say, to see that, but we digress. We can't do anything about it. Um, oh, also, let me move this out the way so y'all can see the notes. I kind of am blocking enough. I didn't realize I was blocking. So these are the notes here. There we go. So this right here is the notes. Just cut those off. These are the notes here, as well as some tasks for myself. I have not done this task at all. I have not. I can't front. Every time I started thinking about trying to apply to a job, bro, that it'd be painful. I have not done anything down here. It has all been this one. The plan is to get through four. Is this hot enough yet? This should be hot enough. Um, so yeah, we're going back to the soldering. Let's finish this up because we're basically going against the clock of the melatonin kicking in, and don't want to fall asleep with this thing being hot. I think it's what? Fuck! My leg! I burned myself. I, I dropped it. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that'd been terrible. That'd been terrible. Okay, all right. Let's like, where's my PCB board? All right, here it is. All right, now we go back in. Thank goodness. This is 120 volts, about 60 hertz, 30 watts of power. I can't take the heat off of that thing at all. Just knows it gets hot enough that it will burn. Um, Smells good though. I can't front. Again, I like the smell of soldering iron. You're not supposed to breathe it in, but um, there's a lot of things you're not supposed to do. But who really listens to that? Exactly. As I solder more, like a little bit more and more, I kind of feel like I'm getting better. I need the light. Oh, oh, there we go. Oh, this will do it right here. This is what we're talking about. Oh, we got light, baby. We got light. Heck yeah. So you get this now. Now I can better see this. Yeah, I gotta get. I'm gonna invest in the setup for sure with the soldering. I was thinking about. I was looking at a couple. They're like $50 for off of Amazon, but not 50, like $30. I'm not trying to get much stuff from Amazon though. I can't front. That's a good connection. Like I said, right? It's not gonna be pretty. Like as you can see, I don't know. That's like a best angle I could get. We can see, like it's not pretty. It's not neat, but the main goal of it is to mess around and just do it. If you worry about it being pretty, you're missing out on more. You're missing more on that. I'm sure I could have done this neater, given it more space, use more of the board. But right now it's mostly just this is my first. It's truly my first time actually soldering on piece by piece small electronics. Okay, so we got the resistor. The last thing we need is the LED, and that's the easy part. So let's go. The color right now we have is green. I have a bag full of these, and I don't know where they are. Um, uh, there it is. All right, we're gonna go with yellow. Like, yellow's a good color, or we could go with red. There we go, yellow. But a little late night stream. Not nothing too crazy. It's kind of just finish this up before I go to bed. Um, because I can truly be done with that. Mark it off my list. Go to the next IC chip, and we'll basically all be taking notes together. I'm gonna be learning about a new circuit, a new electronic component. We're all gonna be learning. That's basically the goal of it, honestly, of this entire process I do is to be a portfolio for my. It's a be a portfolio for myself because I forget a lot. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I want to see. Also like to see how far I came. I feel like that's people though. I like to see how far I came from doing something. Is this is the anode? Make sure. Oh, also with LEDs, your anode should always, always, always. You have to be mindful with LEDs. As they're easy to blow out, so the resistor that you use is important to some degree. I'm not gonna say very important. It's important enough, right? Because realistically, that's the entire point. LEDs are how we indicate if something works. LEDs are how we indicate if something's on. Like camera, LED has to be on. If it's not on, we as people we don't know if it's gonna be on. So we just have an LED. Um, but like right now, currently trying to get this last piece in. This one might be the hardest though because it's how can I put it? I don't have nothing to really hold it at this point. It's like it's loose. It's like right now, kind of everything. Oh wait, actually, I lied. I can. I just had to push it down some. No, that doesn't work. But so what I'm doing mostly is soldering on the best I can, and then we can snip off the loose ends. Because at the end of the day, the ends I snip off, it'll still be long enough to fit on the breadboard, but just enough, to get the job done. It's really what this. And that's really the biggest thing when you go ahead and do anything in what you do. Anything that you do in life, get it to work, right? Just understand what you're doing, understand why you do it, understand yourself a lot. Um, you have to understand yourself. You got to talk to yourself. You got to write to yourself. You got to do stuff for yourself. Um, if you don't, you kind of you go by what other people say, what other people tell you, but like, what is it that drives you, right? What is your drive? What is your why? That's the biggest question. What is your why? And when you ask yourself that and you sit there, you go ahead and you think about your last 10 years of life. Mind you, I'm 22. I'm gonna be 23 this year. I thought about the last 10 years of my life. I mean, I've been thinking of when I was 12, and then thought the last 10 years of that. So really, I thought of 2 decades. You know, of what I done. Granted, I was a child, but a lot of things I wasn't able to be a child in. So we take that how we take that. Um, but I just say that to say, don't don't let people who don't don't get in your head enough, but getting your head enough. Okay, be just enough in your head, not too much, but not too little. Because a lot of questions that we ask other people, ask ourselves. Hey, why do we do this? What what do I want to do? What do I aspire to do? What is my reason to keep going? What is that? You know, and then when you kind of just when you go through it, it's like wow, like you realize that it's not that bad, honestly. Now, granted, life itself isn't, you know, pretty, but we got that boy soldered. Hey, yo, hey, we're running stuff over here now. All right, the last thing we need to do is actually test the circuit, right? And that's kind of the hardest part I will say of this thing. We can't test the circuit normally, and I don't have clips, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna plug the solder iron, um, rest that here, let that cool down. Let that cool down for a little bit. That works enough. But as you can see, we got the resistor here. We got it all soldered on. Nice. It's nice. Over here, okay. Back here is, but we just, like I said, let me get the scissors to make it a little bit more neater. Um, where did I put the scissors? Where did I put my scissors? Terrible. I don't know where I put them at. Oh, here they are. I get back. So as you can see, got the scissors. Uh, so this is positive, positive. We did a ground here. I just thought of that. Well, no, the LED is the ground. No, yes, because it's connected to the other resistor. Because this resistor is positive, so this one's gonna be ground. This yellow one. Yeah, we're right. Okay, so we're right. Honestly, I don't want to strip this because the integrity of the solder is not that pretty. That I gotta resolder it. Not trying to do all that. Not trying to do all that. Okay, it's already about to be 30 minutes. Um, like I said, I want this to be short, but just enough to get it done. You know, just like also just yap because I like to yap. Uh, the nighttime is my move. Honestly, the night is the best. If nobody says anything else, the nighttime is the best time. Okay. Oh wait, I could probably just do this because I just need it to be grounded. Plug the soldering iron back. What we can do is give me the ground. So give me the ground pin. The ground. Oh Lord, I think I blew it. No, I didn't. All right, cool. Give me the ground, power, um, ground, another wire for power. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna solder these wires on, and we can easily desolder them. It's just to make sure that this works properly. So power. Can I solder this without having to do more work? Hope so. Um, I hope so. Whoop. It's not hot enough. You cool down too much. Usually you can tell by like bringing it to your nose, like a little bit close to your face, but not too much. I have an unsteady hand, so I don't trust myself that much. As you see, I dropped it before and it landed on my lap. Burned my leg a little bit, not too much. It's very dangerous, but you know, we just dug it out over here. Uh, Let me cut this power off too, because there's about to be heat coming on this thing. Pause. The heat's coming. What the fuck was that? Oh, I heard it vibrated. I heard a vibration that scared me. I get a little spooked over here. Just, you could do it, baby. Come on, you could do it. There you go. Just touch each other. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on. It's not there. It's not. It's on the other one. Come on, baby. Just give it to me. There you go. Just give it to me. Come on. You just gotta give it to me one time. Come on. I know you can do it. Just give it to me once. Come on, just one. I just need one. Just need one. All you ever need is one. You know. Oh wait, we could do this here. There we go. Hold on. Sit. Hold. Come on, baby. Let's go. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got that little bit. Oh, that took forever. We're going to get more solder for sure. But we got the power. The ground is the yellow LED. Um, so we're gonna do the same thing we did before. Bring this here. Have like it's gonna be weird how I do this. So gonna have to show like the entire board, but also like the a little bit of it. Okay, there we go. So X marks the spot, baby. Don't do this. Come on. You can do it. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. But I believe in you so much. I'm willing to bet my tomorrow's check. I'm not. Let me not say that. Woo! Something was touched. Something was getting touched over there. I don't know what I was touching, but I seen smoke. Maybe it was rubber. I'm hoping it was rubber. Um, don't want to do that. All right, so definitely get some holders for these though. Well, now I'm looking at this. Do I have to solder them? Cause I could kind of have it um rest under the iron. No, I needed to press the button because I have to be able to flip it over. Well, hold on. I thought it was I thought of an easier way. Hold on. I think I thought of an easier way. We're gonna see right now. It's a little bit more sturdy. There we go. All right, let's see if I can actually do that. Right. Okay. So yeah, that's so it's not gonna hold. So let's try this here. I just need to hold on connection just enough to work to see if it works. Well, mm, no, I have to solder. Let's take the wires out. Let's make it easy on ourselves. Take the wires out. Uh, well, wait a darn minute. We got these. We got female to female wires. Um, and these are be helpful because all we gotta do then is have it hook onto the So boom. Where's my wire at? Boom. Oh heck yeah, we got this over here. We Gucci. We Gucci over here. All right. Boom. Okay. And then we do the same for the others. We got the power. We got the ground connected. Um, this is the LED. No, this is the resistor. So this has to be the power. Um, and then this will be the ground, which goes to our other LED. Um, now, of course, I can't tell you if it's gonna work off rip without doing all the hookups and everything. So we're both in the same boat, hoping this works. Because if not, um, gonna be back at it tomorrow. I like to be able to move on. I will say I like to be able to move on. I don't like to be on one thing for too long. So if this works, I'm so happy with that. Like I could go to bed happy with that. But great, great idea by my part. Great idea on me to think of the female to female wires. Um, honestly, almost forgot about those. Honestly, and it only crossed my mind when thinking of like what else I could do because I just need them to actually hold. Um, like I don't need it to be tightly secure, but more secure than it currently is. Um, well, not secure, but forgot it was hot. Um, using it to melt the solder and burn my finger a little bit. Please make sure it cools down before touching. Don't be me. Um, the channel's not good. It's not gonna be all educational. We're gonna have some stuff, And some stuff, I mean, like in terms of like games, but the games are limited on what I can really have to play since I'm using my laptop for my purposes. So um, I'm sure there's a way I could do it off of my Xbox to do so, but so boom, power. This is the wrong. This is the wrong one. Aw. Okay, so this is the power. So this is the correct. This is the correct one I want to use. All right, just get in there. I'm gonna force it in. Pause. Looks like I have a nugget as blocking from full entry, but there. This is as best we're gonna get it. This one we gotta be careful, but we got it in there. So now we can do the yellow. So the yellow one, it should be done. This is yellow, right? Yeah, yeah. This is the resistor. The easiest one really. Well, wait. This one is the ground for the leg. Oh, shucks. I hope this one's connected to the ground now. Because as I look, um, this is ground. Then power comes here, connected to the resistor. Because in total, I should have 4 wires. Hoping for the best. There we go. And one more female to female wire. This is male to male. So this is incorrect. Why? I soldered something wrong. Because the LED is supposed to start off. It's not supposed to come on. The green one is lit up, so that means it's connected to power and the resistor. And the resistor is connected to the button. And then here, this resistor is connected to the button with all right. So all of that, only one of the LEDs worked. But we did solder, desolder this, clean it up, and have a better product tomorrow. Um, it's gonna take a while to desolder really. Definitely found some, but first time I'm taking it. Um, did it work as intended? No, but it does give me more insight in terms of how to go about laying out my board, so that way I can be more neater to avoid this happening again. Because this is too cluttered for me. It's too cluttered. It's not neat enough. and because of it, I don't know exactly where the issue rises. Because this LED, right, this green one came on, but it's supposed to start off. It's supposed to be in this off state. Um, on top of that, trying to figure out how I can get the wires to be more friendlier, since I'm going to need something to drive this power to test the PCB board. But thank y'all for coming in. Y'all stay easy, easy peasy, let me squeezy, and yeah, I'll catch y'all tomorrow, most likely before I go to work. Depends though. It really depends. Depends if I wake up early. That is. Not. When I do get on, most likely we're gonna take some notes. Or if I'm not on, I'm doing the 50 job applications as you can see. So yeah, y'all have a great night. Um, and stay easy. Stay easy. That's all I can say.